Hello, hello, and welcome back for the new hotness as I shake off the stigma of flying around in the space equivalent of a 76 Chevette hatchback in Perfidious Pete Plays Rebel Galaxy. And as you can see, thanks to a little off-camera grinding, the old Rasputin has gone the way of the actual Rasputin, getting poisoned, beaten, shot, drowned, and frozen in order to make way for the new hotness here. And while I do feel a little guilty about the crime, I don't feel guilty enough to have any buyer's remorse about my new ship, because it's considerably more powerful than the old one. And sure, it may not be planet-shattering, that's no moon, it's a space station, sort of amazing, but if the Rasputin was a 76 Chevy Chevette hatchback, then this new ship is at least as good as, say, I don't know, like a low mileage, say early 90s Honda Civic, like maybe a 92 with the sport package, perhaps. And sure, driving it down the boulevard on a Friday night isn't going to get the ladies, or the fellas for that matter, wet or dampen any panties or anything, but it will not cause people to point and laugh anymore. So I've got that going for me, and if my choices are either be mocked or be ignored, I'm going to choose to just be ignored. I'll choose to drive the unremarkable vehicle, thank you, that's fine. It's good. I mean, I don't need to be noticed. The one thing you're definitely not going to happen to you if you're driving around in a 1992 Honda Civic, you're not going to get any tickets because no cop in the world is going to pay attention to you, no matter how fast you're going. I mean, you could be going 104 in a 35-mile-an-hour school zone, and a cop will be like, I didn't even notice that car. It was just too ordinary. That's how it goes. And since I'm on the subject of things being ignored and overlooked, hey, let's talk about this mission to go fetch these reliquary pieces for the AI that's living on my ship, because been ignoring that for quite a while now. And what I think we'll do is just head out and see if we can get these reliquary pieces before I have to start making this AI pay rent. I mean, she's been living on the ship scot-free, and the ship she's living on is getting upgraded over and over. I mean, hell, the ship upgrade for her is basically like a little bit of Extreme Makeover Home Edition. Ty Pennington just shows up and builds you a new damned house. Speaking of a subject of dreamy fellas, I mean, Ty Pennington, he's one dreamy cat. Handsome, dashing, generous, charitable, good with his hands. Oh yeah, he's good with his hands. That's the kind of guy who makes a show a hit. So you're gonna get to see the old, well, the new ship is actually named, I think, the SS Salt Miner, or it's the Salt Mine, I can't remember. Something with the word salt in it. It's definitely not the Rasputin anymore, but you'll see her upgrade. She's got 4 particle lasers, and I did quite a bit of grinding on this mission. Did not just upgrade our ship whole, we actually upgraded pretty much every system on the ship. We got more armor, better shields, an incoming message. Yeah, we have more armor, better shields, new weapons,
quite identify the exact source
launchers, we got missiles now. We're styling. And this AI here is making sweet, sweet, sweet love to every single one of those systems to help somehow nebulously improve their performance. Not sure what exactly she brings to the table in order to pay rent, but I mean, something. Yeah, it's within some of the wreckage. How do we figure out which one?
Continue to refine the search, and then...
Oh,
wait.
Yep. Okay, so we're about to be attacked.
Ships are entering the region.
Yeah, well, I'm not really worried about it now, baby. We got the new, bigger ship. I'm pretty sure we can handle whatever they're going to throw at us. Unless they throw the dreamy Ty Pendleton at me. I mean, if they start Ty Pennington, rather. They send that guy my way. He's gonna melt my heart. I just can't. I don't know if I can withstand the dreaminess. Alright, so let's start getting our proton cannons on board here. As you can see, our death lasers are more effective point defense weapons than ever. They really bring the hurt. Our deflector shields have been vastly amplified as well. They're capable of withstanding quite a bit more damage. This guy is doing a number on us, though. Yeah, that's fine. I deflected him. We're okay. We upgraded our shields as well. Our shields now have a higher shield capacity and a faster recharge time. Alright, so we're getting... There's a lot of guys here. We really need to start targeting the smaller ships. So let's ignore the big... Yeah, that's fine. Last words are good. I appreciate it. Should I write my final haiku now? Is that what I should do? Stop shooting at that ship and start shooting at these smaller escorts. They're the ones that are doing all the damage. Holy shit, this is a big fight. Alright. We need to stop shooting at these capital ships. Shooting at them is a complete waste of time and resources. We need to be killing these tiny escort ships. They're the ones that are doing all the damage, especially... what are we stuck? Alright. Time to boost. Yeah, the threat level is definitely not orange. I hate to break it to you. The threat level is considerably higher than orange. What color is harder than orange? Red? It's not even red. What's higher than red? What's a more dangerous color than red? Also, why is red the most dangerous color? Who decided this, by the way? I mean, if you think of things from a heat perspective of color, red is actually one of the least dangerous colors because it's the coolest temperature. Things that are red are not especially hot. It's like, what, 5,000 Kelvin if you're glowing red? Things that are blue are truly dangerous. It's blue you want to look out for. Man, there are so many capital ships here. Okay, we got to start. All right, it's time to fight fire with fire. You want to start doing shit with missiles? Fine, I'll start fucking flinging my own missiles. Here you go, missile time. I have used missiles a little bit. I gotta say, I don't really like using missiles because they're very expensive to replace. Ordnance is not free, and missiles are fairly cost prohibitive. I don't like using them willy-nilly. In a situation where you need them, they're okay to have, like here, say. They're gonna do some fat damage to that guy. They're gonna crack it. As you can, wow, see those 2 missile hits right there. They just busted him open. Now we're good. Okay, so one of the capital ships is down. A few more to go. Our beam turrets are still just wreaking havoc around us. Absolute terrorizing destruction. We have 4 beam turrets on this bad boy, so it has more than twice as many turrets as our old ship. Yeah, there are missiles inbound. Turn on the deflector and give our shields a chance to recharge. Who's Black Hand Sims? Alright, Sims, you want to do this? What do you think, you're a quarterback for the fucking New York Giants in the late 90s? Think you're Phil Sims there, Black Hand? I think not. That guy was a Super Bowl, possibly champion? Definitely was in a Super Bowl or 2. I don't know if he won. Not even Phil Sims is going to be able to save you from this. There you go. So long, Hammerhand. You're a hammered shit now. I'm taking this ordnance crate because that will refill our missiles. So what's left? There's a bounty. Yeah, where's the last bad guy? Oh, it's just a car. Fine. I'll take your stupid bio waste if only to get it off of my radar. More bio waste. Are there more ships? Also, did you figure out which friggin' stupid thing the thing is supposed to be in here? Miss AI? Huh? Have you solved the mystery yet? Figured out where the goods are? All the chunks of yourself that I'm supposed to be finding? Where's the, like, crate, cask, barrier, or ball that has your missing finger bone in it? Or whatever the hell chunk of you is being stored in the reliquary? Yeah, so long, Red Devil Hammerhand. Bam! Oh. Sucks to be you, doesn't it? And as you can see, the effectiveness of our new hot ship here, I think, really is, pretty painfully obvious how much better it is than the Rasputin. This fight would have destroyed the Rasputin like 15 times over. Alright, well, let's get the fire up this. There we go. We're just gonna have to take one on the old shields while we fire it. Black Hand Sims here. And the Black Hand goes up in black smoke. Let's check out this cargo container. What's inside you? Also, why can't I... Yeah, there we go. We got a Mark 1 pulse cannon and some munitions. That's... You know, that's not just useful. A Mark 1 pulse cannon, that's something. It'll... If nothing else, it's good to sail. Sail? It's good to sail. You're gonna throw it into water and sail it like a fucking boat. I have no idea what words are coming out of my mouth. It will sell well. It has good resale value. Much like the 92 Honda Civic, man. That thing, sure, it may be used up, but it's an old car, but you can still get your cash. I mean, it's still worth. It's got a tangible asset value.
I have pinpointed the location of the fragment.
That's about fucking time.
Identified it for you. Scavenging the wreckage should recover it.
Well, where is it then? Put it on my HUD, if you would, so I can go pick it up. Because I see a thing of nuts and bolts, and then that's it. I don't see. I've got some religious tracks here, and now I have some nuts and bolts in my cargo hold. What I don't have is a reliquary piece. I'm gonna guess it's this derelict. We also upgraded our slam jet boosters, so we have a little bit better thrust overall. We upgraded our engines as well. Pretty much, if there's a system on the ship that could be upgraded, I ground enough off camera to upgrade it. If it's upgradable, I've upgraded
Initiating contact.
Alright, she wants to talk again.
I have integrated the fragment into my reliquary and recovered some small part of my memory. I confess, it is a relief.
You know what? I'm not really impressed by your quest for completion. I mean, I could go Jerry Maguire on this. And I have to assume you just had a Jerry Maguire moment where we brought the reliquary on board and you were like, Reliquary, you complete me.
They are not whole, and I cannot reconcile them all.
Oh, so it is Renee Zellweger.
All
All right, well, yep, that's going to happen when you fall in love with Renee Zellweger and her large-headed child.
At least, that is the closest approximation in your language.
Sounds better than Spectre. You know, I kind of disagree with that. I think I would rather call you Spectre than Trell.
I have analyzed this vessel for likely improvements, and there are two that I can readily offer. Booster efficiency could be easily increased. However, I can also perform a similar modification for deflectors.
This is an interesting choice. You know what? I'd rather have the boosters, I think.
As you wish. The modification is now complete. For now,
Thanks,
I must analyze my recovered memories. I do not believe any more fragments of my reliquary exist within this solar system. However, I must study further before being certain.
Well, okay. Thanks, I guess. So what am I supposed to do now? Do I even have a mission? No missions. Well then, I'm a bit at a loss. I mean, I suppose we could go back to Rust City. Oh, well, here's Sandar. Alright. So we didn't have a mission for about 90 seconds, and then immediately fucking Squidward is on the horn to give us a new mission from his home at the bottom of the sea.
Incoming hail.
Alright, what do you want, Sandar? Read meeting with Xenia. Sure she'll be able to provide me with the health I require. You know, I don't think I trust you at all, Squidward. I'm sorry, you hang out with SpongeBob, and that guy is a fucking freewheeling lunatic. Anybody who's friends with SpongeBob is immediately suspect. And this is exactly the sort of response I would expect from a scumbag like you, Squidward. You're like, hey, whatever, I'm just, knowledge isn't really in itself inherently dangerous. I simply provide the knowledge, and how you choose to act on it, it may be dangerous or not. That's like every arms dealer of all time. Oh, you know, I just sold a gun. The gun by itself isn't dangerous at all, despite the fact it has explosive chemicals and the ability to fling high-velocity lead fragments at it. It's people who are dangerous. It's not the gun. And I mean, that's true. The gun is just a device, but people are extraordinarily dangerous. But you know what's less dangerous than a person with a gun? A person without a gun. I mean, you can be crazy and completely ruin people whether you not have access to firearms, but
indicates that
easy access to the firearm certainly makes crazy a hell of a lot easier.
Excuse me. That was obvious, wasn't it?
Is Trell just going to interrupt me now to tell me things I already know? Could you not do that, Trell? Is there like a mute button? Man, our ship turns way faster. This is one thing I really like about this ship. Much better handling. I mean, look at this. It turns on a dime. I mean, you know, for certain values of a dime. I do like that you can actually see the thrusters firing when it turns, though. That's pretty cool. And we apparently have some damage. That's what that sparking hissing indicates. Do I want to go check out Xenia Kerr? Well, we're down to 8 missiles. We should probably restock. You know what? Let's head in. We'll stock up, get a little repairs, restock our ordnance first, and then we'll go see what the old Xenia wants. So how fast are my new boosters? They're actually pretty quick. Actually, I think they're not faster, they just burn longer. But burning longer means more speed, so both of those things are good. I did also upgrade my warp engines to make us travel a little faster. As you can see, the SMs, which I am henceforth going to refer to as space miles, are really getting chewed up by the new warp drive. She chews through the old space miles. It goes, you know, this is the ship that did the Kessel Run in 35 space miles. Not everybody can just say that. I mean, basically, it's me and Han Solo. Another handsome rogue. I bet Han Solo was good with his hands, too. Just like that Ty Pennington. Ooh, there's a thing. Somebody needs to make that exist. Han Solo, Ty Pennington / fic. Yeah. Exactly what the world has been waiting for. So, as you can see, 400 credits we just paid to refill our 8 missiles. Missiles are really expensive. 411 credits for repairs is fine.
Complete.
Oh, and this ship, by the way, I named the Salt Bucket. So, yeah. This is the old Salt Bucket. Let's take a look at the available mission board just to see if there's anything interesting on it. Yeah, some of these missions are real profitable. $18,000 is a lot of cash. The threat level is high, which is interesting. Bergov Bounty, that's high though, and only 10k. Red Devil Tyrant, this is probably just to go out and kill someone who may also have a bounty. Red Devil Hunt seems... Alright, that's probably out of our league. 26 grand for a single mission, though. That's a lot of ducats. Let's take this mission and this mission. I just like the looks of them. We can give one of those a try. I think first things we'll do is let's go to our story mission. We'll do the story mission first. It's also only rated at average. And it seems like maybe we need to get access to a bigger ship, more powerful weapons, which I'm guessing probably comes by leaving the sector. So anything we can do that's going to give us the potential chance to leave the sector, we should probably prioritize. Although both of these missions are right next to each other and also very close to us. You know what? Let's check them out. They're on the way. Let's go have a look. With our new booster advancements, both with the upgrade and the improvement from Trell, I'm pretty sure if things go horribly pear-shaped, we can always just bail out. Personally, though, I think any kind of pear shape is kind of horrible because pears are fucking disgusting. Don't be shaped like a pear. Pear shape indicates you are not intended to be put in a human mouth for consumption. Pears are awful. Just awful. Nature's worst fruit, except for maybe the fig, which is legitimately nature's worst fruit. The only thing anybody's ever done decent with the fig is put it inside a fig Newton. And even fig Newtons, as far as cookies go, are pretty bad. I mean, they're ooh, that's a big frigate. An assault frigate. What kind of... we need to get away from that thing. So we're not going to be able to take that out until we have easily defeated all of his escorts. So we need to try and string this fight out a little bit. Prioritize eliminating his escorts before we go do damage with the big guy himself. He appears to have quite powerful weapons. Don't shoot the Lancer. Spin, spin. I do like having the enhanced boosters because they make it very easy to break your ship, so you can get some really tight turns in, like this, which lets you bring undamaged shields to the proper side when needed. We're just going to let our shields recharge here, hide behind our deflectors for a second. Korean Riftjacker goes down, and we're stringing out his escort ships very nicely. By the time we get down to dealing with the big guy himself, it's going to be, I think, probably just him. We'll have strung out and killed pretty much all of his little friends. That makes me sound like I'm fucking some kind of drug pusher. Oh, all of your friends are strung out and killed, yeah. All of them. We got them all. I hooked them early. I got them selling fucking poisoned milk to school children in order to get their heroin fix for the day. This is a lot of missiles, though. Just explode missiles. Thank you.
Accelerating to sublight.
Alright, let's take a... This guy has a lot. Let's see just exactly how powerful he is. I'm just going to put a couple shots in his nose. See if we can beat him up. If I can punch through his shields with nothing but my broadsides, I'll have a fairly confident... Yeah. This guy may be tougher than we can take down. We may just not have enough guns. He's hailing us? We'll check it out. What do you want? We're practically on the same side. I've killed like a dozen of this guy's friends. Also, Jabba the Jones, when did you turn pilot? Aren't you supposed to be back running a bar? You know what? Jabba the Jones, I just noticed, he's cockeyed too. I mean, he has vertical slit pupils like a snake or some kind of reptile, which doesn't necessarily seem accurate on a squid. Neither Davy Jones nor Jabba the Hutt. Well, actually, didn't Jabba have vertical pupils? Maybe he gets that from his dad. I'm going to assume you get that from Jabba. But the one thing you did get from Jabba is you're also cockeyed as fuck. Well, this right eye of yours is like looking way over here off the right side of the camera, and this left one is fucking dead on. Anyway, you should stand down now, otherwise I'm going to kill you. Alright, well, you know, this guy is the politest pirate in space. You have to give him full marks for the... He was full marks for the courtesy there. Very congenial as he tries to kill us. And I'm going to cut thrust, let this guy come up alongside me. And now we start spamming the missiles. We're going to spam the missiles, we're going to spam the broadsides. We are not even making a dent in this guy. Our shields have recharged. Back to it. Man, this guy has a lot of armor. Have we even cracked? Well, we've got his armor down. So if we spin, we should be able to do something here. We may have to take a little damage, but it seems like we're going to bring him down. Keep firing. Keep spamming the broadsides. Come on. There it is. Death beams down. Whew. Okay, that was a tough fight. Used quite a few missiles there. We got some nuts and bolts. The thing, you know, it really makes me salty when I fight a fight like that. A really big ship that's very powerful and very dangerous to us, and at the end of the mission I get a fucking cargo of nuts and bolts that's worth like fucking 400 credits.
Engines at
Makes me
maximum.
salty. Seems like that guy, as a pirate, should have... I mean, if he's flying that kind of ship, the guy should have more valuable loot. He should be carrying something a little more worthwhile than that, because he didn't pay for that big-ass ship by stealing nuts and bolts from people. He's not the high-profile kind of thief that's like, where'd you make your empire? Oh, you know, nuts and bolts. I cornered the market on Sonic screws, and pretty much that's been all I've really needed. You know, some people are like, oh, I'm gonna go steal the Mona Lisa, or I'm gonna rob the Louvre, or taking really valuable shit. I find the best thing you could do is just go to recycling centers and steal aluminum cans. I mean, sure, it's not a great... No single score is gonna make or break you, but, you know, you steal 30, 40 million aluminum cans, and eventually you're not just grubbing at the bus station for change with the we are stuck. Okay, is there some way for me to get out of here? I'm taking a lot of damage. Okay, I've beached it. Somebody, we've Austin Powers'd it. Help, please help. Yeah, missiles are inbound, and that's bad because I'm fucking 100% stuck. Alright, if we go full stop, can I back myself up enough to turn? Well, I can, but I'm gonna get destroyed. So reversing, definitely not our spaceship's strong suit. Let's make with the going, please. Thank you. Engines back to full.
Missiles inbound.
Nicely done on that one, Wesley Crusher. Way to wedge it there. That was some ace flying there, champ. How the hell did you pass through flight school, by the way? I think we have killed us guy's entire escort, though. So let's come in on him. We're gonna bring him on the right side and do exactly what we did to our last little friend.
Missiles inbound.
Yeah, that's a lot of missiles. Alright, once we get close, fire some missiles of our own. We need to cut speed here. Do want to stay on his right side. We're gonna kick on our deflectors, let our shields recharge. Oh, they're depleted. Gotta spin. Spin to win! Present the undamaged side. We're presenting like a mandrill. More missiles. Keep firing the broadsides. At this range, we can't miss. It doesn't matter that the shots are spread all over. It's the shotgun method. Beautiful.
Deflectors depleted.
Yeah, well, deflectors are going to be depleted. Threat level blue? How can it possibly be blue? We just killed everyone. The threat level should be clear. I mean, it shouldn't be a color at this point. It should be 100% totally transparent. So I have 4 missiles left. The difficulty on this mission is only average, though. I think we can do it. And then we'll just head back to restock. We've made a fucking tiny fortune killing those 2 big old pirates. I'm telling you, you might mock the whole rob recycling centers and steal aluminum cans bit, but say what you want, those pirates were rich bastards. I mean, it's kind of a victimless crime, robbing. Yeah, you can go to hell, Distress Beacon. That's the one thing I've learned, no matter how powerful your ship is, every time you go try to help out somebody who's in distress, you're always in over your head. Doesn't matter how awesome your ship is. But the other advantage to stealing aluminum cans is the cops don't really care. You go robbing a recycling center, nobody's gonna give a shit. Be like, what did they steal again? They stole 35 tons of aluminum cans. Well, I'm more impressed by the fact that they can successfully steal 35 tons of aluminum cans than I am about the missing cans. I mean, I'm not really concerned about aluminum cans. There's more where that came from. And I know it sucks for you as a recycler because it represents a tangible asset. We're gonna have to go get repairs here. What the shit, man? What's doing all this damage? What has...
Any last words?
Yeah, Red Devil Axehead, you're surprisingly powerful, actually. Stop shooting at that guy and shoot at the goddamn escorts. I really wish there was a way to tell my turrets to never target capital ships and always only target escorts. Until there was nothing left but capital ships, I would prefer they not target capital ships.
I won't forget.
Yeah, well, don't worry. You won't have to not forget it for very long, so it should be an easy task, because there's not going to be much of you left in a moment. So you should have an easy time remembering for the, like, 92 seconds that you managed to stay alive.
Collision warning.
I won't forget this, because I'll be dead very, very, very soon. And it will literally be the last thing I think about as my delicate, frail body is exposed to the rigors of empty vacuum, and I am killed. Yep, start with the shooting.
This can't be happening.
Oh, don't worry, it's happening. This is absolutely happening. Yep, that just happened. Little Ricky Bobby for you. Oh, and you've exploded. That's unfortunate.
Missiles inbound.
Get our deflector up, give my shield a chance to recharge. Where are all these beams coming from? Holy shit, man. I don't know if it's the axe head or the cutthroat, but one of them is doing just a magnificent amount of damage to me. It's whatever this thing. It's the goddamn escorts again. It's this bomber and this fighter who are doing all the damage. Yeah, stop shooting at the capital ship, please, and shoot at the escorts. They're the dangerous things, and you're not shooting at them. It's these two bombers. Those things do as much damage as a capital ship. They really do. Possibly on occasion more. That's why there were 3 bombers just circle strafing us this entire time. Shoot at the bomber ship. There you go. And now that those are done, we'll have absolutely no trouble with the capital ships. Well, these will just completely dismantle. Yeah, I'm not yours. You're gonna get completely torn apart, actually. Now that your escorts are dead, yeah, you're gonna get ravaged. You're gonna get rampaged. It won't even be a fight. You'll just be dead. This is gonna be a curb stomping. In fact, this is gonna look like fucking Muhammad Ali fighting an infant. You better run, yeah, but you better run. I mean, you're not gonna be able to outrun me because my ship is way faster. Thanks to my new upgraded boosters from Trell. I'm pretty sure she just fixed it so they burn longer. Yeah, it's fine. I've got the deflectors. We'll wait for the gun beams to recharge, and then as soon as they do, we'll do this. Bam! And we have cut through him like butter. Like butter. Yeah, some more bio waste, which I don't give a shit about. Can I go to... the question is now, do I want to go... Yeah, I'm going to go repair. Our ship has taken a pretty hefty beating. We should really repair before we go do this mission. And once the mission is finished... You know what? In fact, I think maybe this is where we'll wrap things up. We had a pretty good run, did a lot of missions, made a lot of cash. Missed the space station by a mile because our pilot is fantastic. Ensign Wesley Crusher. I mean, I sent him to flight school to try and get, you know, maybe enhance his performance a little bit. I don't know what he was doing, but he definitely wasn't paying attention in class because he's no better of a pilot than he's ever been. I mean, the Austin Powers wedging that he did there in the middle of combat, no less, really was a pretty hefty indictment of his abilities behind the stick there. He's definitely no Sulu. Why, that's right, Captain, because I would never have wedged the Enterprise between 2 derelict spaceships, huh? See, Sulu wouldn't have done it. Crusher, though? Sulu fucking had a sword. That guy was Hoss. Guy could fight, man. What did Wesley Crusher have? He turned into some kind of star baby? Which is better? I'd rather fucking fence like an old-timey pirate than turn into a star baby. I honestly think Sulu was better.
Repairs complete.
So we're going to spend a small fortune on repairs, but that's fine, because at this point, we're sort of just stockpiling cash. Not a lot we can even do with it. We should take a look at the commodities market very quickly. Another thing I started doing rather during my off-camera play just to help out a little bit. Occasionally you will find, like, say, this real whiskey here. You will find items that are for sale at a dramatically lower price. For instance, these tachyon salts I think I bought at like 8,000. And I've just been hauling them around the solar system until I found a market that's willing to pay for them at well above market value, or at least well above what I paid for them. For instance, here at 13 grand. So we're going to make basically 20 grand here. It's just sort of like a delayed investment. Now we're up to 108,000 credits. We could use that to buy a jump drive. That would allow us to go to another system. We may have to mull that over. Religious tracks, some items I basically just sell as soon as I get the opportunity. Religious tracks, I don't really care what the price is. Nuts and bolts, munitions, similarly. These things, bio waste, always I just get rid of. Some items, like your high value items, the items with a great profit margin, those you want to hang on to until you can find a solid market for them. Some items, though, like nuts and bolts, munitions, your bio waste, your soy paste, metallic ore, yik yak meat, stuff like this. It's actively against your best interest to have those items taking up space in your cargo hold. You would be much, much better off to get those out of there and pick up items that are going to have huge resale value, like meteoric diamonds we want to bring here. They're worth an absolute fortune. Alien artifacts, likewise, a fortune. Pure water sells pretty well. What's for sale here below cost? This station is selling designer clothes at a discount. They're also selling real whiskey at a discount. I'm going to buy both of their designer clothes. Yeah, I'll take both of these. Oh, I can't because my space is... No, I only have one item in my hold. Why can't I buy these? Buy these. Buy. Buy? There we go. So I'm going to buy both of their units of designer clothes just in a hope of sort of keeping them in my cargo hold, and as I travel about the system, if I find someplace that's offering above market value for them, I'll dump them off. And as you can see, we stand to make a pretty good, let's look at the margin on this bad boy here. We're looking at, what's the markup on that? That's pretty good markup. That's like 55%. If we only sell them at the system average. Well, not a 55% markup. No, yeah, it's about a 55% markup. We'd be getting a pretty good profit margin on those designer clothes. It's well worth our time just as an investment to carry those around the system and try and find a decent market at which to sell those. So we'll do that, and with my new swag designer clothes on board, man, we're really starting to style it out of control here. Brand new ship, the Salt Bucket. It's a combat beast and a hog. We got some swank designer clothes. We're getting swagged out. I mean, we got more swag than a soldier boy, and this is how I sway. It's also how I end the episode. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us, and if you'd like to see more Rebel Galaxy, you might consider subscribing as well. We post new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
What can I do for you?
You could get me a drink because I am done for the day and I feel like relaxing. I made a tidy profit. This is how I get drunk. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.